So there's one basic rule when we're talking about whether you are determined to be inside or outside. If you do look and feel like an employee, then chances are you are working inside of IR35. If you look like a genuine business and you are providing a service, then chances are you are working outside of IR35. The three key tests that we always refer to, so substitution, mutuality of obligation and control, this is really what the contractors need to start looking at. So substitution, can that contractor substitute themselves? Do they have a genuine right? And really what we're talking about here is if that client would accept to substitute. If that client would not accept to substitute, then you wouldn't be able to satisfy that criteria. Another test is control. So how much control does the client have over the way that that contractor is working? Do they tell them how, when and what to be doing every day? If they do, then they're likely is that they're subject to control and therefore acting like an employee. And the last one is mutuality of obligation. So is that contractor obliged to accept the work? And that can be things such as even if a contract finishes early and they finish their work, they're obliged to stay on until the end of the assignment because the client requires them to do so. All parties in the supply chain are going to be affected by these changes. End engagers now have to make status determination statements for which they've never been responsible for doing before, so that's kind of a new world for them. You've got recruitment companies that are now going to be identified as a fee payer. So if a contractor is determined as inside of IR35, the fee payer has to make the necessary tax deductions. And although these responsibilities are moving away from contractors, they're still going to be affected because if they're determined to be inside of IR35, they probably need to look at some different forms of engagement, such as PAYE or maybe back into employment. So it really will affect all three parties in the chain. I think for any contractor that has had it communicated to them that they are working on an outside basis at the moment, and come April they'll be working on an inside basis on the same assignment, they need to consider the kind of red flag that that might give to HMRC. Now, HMRC have said that they won't make this retrospective, but they can, and I think that's what all contractors need to understand, and I would really recommend speaking to your accountant if that is the case and you are going to be working inside on the same assignment, because it might be that you want to shut down that limited company and look at a different form of engagement, just to not point anything. You know, it doesn't look great if HMRC can see that you're working on the same assignment on an outside and an inside basis.
If you found this video helpful for your recruitment journey, why not subscribe to our channel? And don't forget to tap the bell to get the latest videos first.